Hey everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live. I'm your host Annika, and I'm so glad to welcome Amy Chan for our Adobe Express segment today. Thank you so much, Amy, for joining us here. How's it going for you this Wednesday?
Hi, everyone. It's been going great. It's a Wednesday, so we're halfway there to the weekend.
Almost to the weekend.
Yes, yes,
With
yes.
that said, I'm really excited for you to dive into all the things for creative professionals here using Illustrator, the Creative Cloud applications, and Adobe Express. I'm really excited for the brand we're working with. So if you like summer, this stream is for you. If you like Adobe Express, this stream is for you. And if you're joining us on YouTube or Behance, say hi in the chat. I have my eyes on the chat. So if you have any questions for Amy or for me regarding Adobe Express or anything there is to know about the tools we're using today, let us know in the chat. But without further ado, Amy, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us what we're doing today and let's dive into it. Let's do it today.
Yeah, sounds good. So I am a brand packaging and web designer based out in Las Vegas. I
Mm-hmm.
love designing for conscious, passionate businesses that, believe that they can make a difference into the world, like whether it's through one person or small or big, no matter how big it is, it's all about, providing that value to their community. So that's exactly what I'm going to show how we're going to do that today by showing my usual process of bringing a brand into life. So I will be starting to design a brand identity on Adobe Illustrator, and then I will bring it into Adobe Express beta on how I create social media graphics and templates for my clients, and then using, like the amazing features that beta currently have with like the motions and the animations and like all of the good stuff and video. So it's like, how do we bring this brand identity into life? So
Love
let's
that. Yeah,
get
let's
right
dive
into
into
it.
it. Yeah, I want to say hi
Lovely.
to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us, Jack, Wade, Seda, Kriaziz, Doris, and Christopher over on YouTube. Thanks so much for being here. Let us know if you have any questions.
Awesome. So I have briefly outlined a creative brief. And so the client is going to be called Orange Swim. And so it is a swimwear brand that caters to all shapes and sizes for bodies, yours and mine. So, they believe in inclusivity and diversity. So their swimwear is designed to always bring out your inner beauty while being, stylish and comfortable. So that is the creative brief. And from what I gathered, like the little keywords from it is like, I want this brand to be fun, young, vibrant, but also approachable. So even like when we're thinking about like color palette, I want it to
Yeah.
be vibrant. So like pops of color, but not too intense where it's like neon, where it like strays too bold. I want it a little bit more approachable. So maybe a little bit more muted on the color palette. So then my first step usually in designing an identity is typography. I love typography. I love fonts. So this is where I go to, Adobe fonts. I go to Google fonts. I'll go to a Creative Market and Photo Elements.
Yeah.
Wherever we can grab fonts, I go for it. And so here
You
we
and me
are. I
both.
grabbed
You and me
some.
both.
I'm glad you agree because fonts,
Yeah.
oh, I can look for hours. But here we are. I have a couple of fonts that I have chosen that I think like, oh, it might work well for this brand as we're thinking like it want to be a little bit bold, but not too bold. So
Mhm.
here's a few selections that I grabbed and we start by process of elimination.
Yeah.
And I think I really like how this one looks. So what I'm going to do is
It is very unique. I
drag.
kind of had my eye on that one
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. Glad we're on the same page. So yes, usually I would just drag it to another artboard and then
Mm.
start playing around with it. So usually I like to see like, okay, this is all, I have an uppercase there and all the lower cases, but let's try to have one where it's all upper cases. And let me move my screens and properties. Oh, all right, let's see if I can find the caps right here. Lovely. And then also with fonts, like there's a lot of them that has like different weights, different strokes. So let's try, we have it as extra bold right now. So like I like to play around to see like, oh, how they look like in different weights. Maybe we can mix and match it. We can do a lot of stuff. So I think I like the bold version right over here too. So let's see what we can do. And I
Is this an
think
Adobe font? I know it's called
this
Sign.
one, oh, this one's sign is actually from a Google font.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Free to use still. Yeah.
Yeah, free to use. Let's see. And I love how bold this one is, but I also
Mhm.
love how uniform this one is, and especially the G down here that like it curves and ends like that. I think that's super unique. So I think I'm going to
Yeah.
gravitate towards this one and grab this. Let me do create outlines. Give it a moment.
Yeah. Always like that when we're streaming. I love how like humans kind of like try to fill in the blanks. So the G without the glyph actually being the complete G that we know, our eye still like tells you that, oh, this is how the G looks like. So that's probably
Yeah,
it. But kind
exactly.
of like that glyph kind of like adds that unique quality to it, which
Yeah,
is
exactly. That's why I was
yeah.
like, oh, I think that like my eyes like automatically like gravitated towards that. I was like, ooh, I think we can do
Yeah.
something right here.
Yeah. Okay.
As it circles. So I was thinking,
Yeah.
I love, oh, hello. Okay, we're back. So create outlines.
Yeah.
And then let me ungroup them so I
Mm-hmm.
can do a little play. So as I said, I really love how this G looks, and I want to bring this swim down over here to make it look like maybe you could put it down here, or I think what I really like would be for the I and the G to
Okay.
extend that way, to maybe
Yeah.
like connect the dots right there. I thought
Yeah.
that would be really cool. So
That is
maybe,
actually pretty cool.
yeah, so maybe I take this one out, and then
Yeah.
maybe I can extend this one all the way. Of course, we have to make sure we line everything up.
Love a good stacked logo. Do you think this
Oh,
is
yeah.
your approach to logo design where you create multiple lockups? You think about how they're going to be used?
Exactly. Oh, no, too much, too much. It's okay. We can fix it when I use our shape builder tool. So let me
Yeah.
see if I like how that looks first.
Go away from the screen.
Yeah, go over the screen, go a little bit far away. Do I like that? And I'm like, I think I'm still missing something here. I feel like it still looks a little too uniform. So I'm gonna actually copy and paste it. And
Yeah.
maybe I want to switch it with this one. I love how like it's so in one line with all the letters instead of like a big S. And then I love how bold this font is. So maybe let's give this one a try. Copy and paste it. All right.
Is it just a different font weight
Okay.
of the same family?
Yes, this one's
Okay.
going to be the extra bold, and then these are the bold.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe let's plug and play and see if this one will work.
Love it. All the friends still joining us. Stuart, Doris, Carol,
Hello.
Garrett, Melissa. Thank you so much for being here. I love that you guys join in. We have a great community here on Adobe Live. Always love all the friends coming in, saying hi. Wow, what are words? We're streaming. It's okay. Okay, I like this approach. I would have never thought of like using uppercase with lowercase. I kind of like never approach it this way, which I think it
Yeah.
looks good.
Right? I think like that looks a little bit more different. So now there's like the different weights of like this one's the bold, but bottom here is extra bold. But honestly, you can't really tell the difference of it.
Yeah.
And then that one's like all lowercase on the top, except for the O. And then on the bottom, it's actually all uppercase. So it's like I love like doing the plug and play of like uppercase and lowercase and different fonts, or even like glyphs. Like I love like just going about that. So like sometimes like I can spend like hours and hours just like doing different versions and versions and versions until you find the right one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
So,
Yeah. You scale that down, it kind of seems like it's the same font, but just
exactly. Yeah.
uppercase. Yeah.
So I think I really like that. So what I'm going to do is ungroup this one and then take the I and the G, and I'm going to use a shape builder tool, build it, and then just make sure all the curves are correct. As you can see right here, that is not. So I'm going to take out that little point right there.
Okay.
There we
Did
go.
you just use a shape builder?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I used a
Yeah.
shape builder to grab, take both of them, and then I built it together as one. And then
Yeah.
I just used the anchor link minus the one of like the delete an anchor link, anchor point, and then deleted one of the points so that now it's all smooth on both sides, and then it looks uniform. And I think we're good.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. That brings me to a great question in chat from Carol. Carol's wondering if this is for a real company or for fun.
This one's for fun. This is a conceptual
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Especially it's like summertime, and I'm like, oh, it's summer vibes. I want a swimsuit, a fun, vibrant brand. So like, why not? Let's do this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And maybe you can pitch it to beach
Hope
wear
so.
brand. Yeah.
That would be great. Please do. All right. So I think I really like how that looks, but I think it's
Mm,
also missing a little something. Like when I just see it, it's like orange swim. So I think I want the word swimwear with it too, so that we know like, okay, it's a swimwear brand. So
yeah.
I'm gonna take, we can make this a little bit smaller, but swimwear. Right. Let's pop it a little bit more down. Oop. And then let's see how we want to add this on there.
Stuart in the chat saying how it's really nice how the W could head towards the N
Exactly.
with no effort. Yeah.
I think I like it like small, like that. Let's take a look. Make sure it's all lined up. So that it
Nice.
doesn't, because we already have the word swim right here, and then this is like swimwear. So I don't want it to
Yeah.
be too big where it's like it's a double swim, but I think like it's small enough where it's like, oh, okay, like I know what this brand is. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it can
Yeah.
be anything with like just having swim. So I think that's like a
Yeah,
great,
exactly.
great
Because it could
there.
be like a
Yeah.
paddleboard brand or whatever
Yeah.
brand it is, anything like swim related. So I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
let's add that on there. So it's like we know.
Yeah. And also like I think that's also great for like any sister or collaborations that you're gonna make with Orange Swim. So it could be
Mhm.
beachwear or
Oh,
um
exactly. That's so
tropical
smart.
wear. I don't know, just like
Yeah.
all kinds of wear,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
even
yeah.
like accessories. So Orange Swim accessories could
Oh,
be like the
I
second one.
like that. I like that. That's
Yeah.
so smart. So here we go. Ideas, ideas. I love it. And then, okay, I think that looks really good. But sometimes I love going back to the creative brief to see if like I'm missing anything, if I can add a little bit something to the logo. And
Okay.
sometimes I love adding taglines too. Like
Mhm.
sometimes like just a swimwear. It's like, okay, that's great. It's a swimwear company, but who does it cater towards to? Who's your target audience? So that's why I like to go back to the creative brief and like see if like there's any keywords that I can gravitate and grab. So what I really love is this part for bodies, yours and mine. The moment like I read that and see that and hear that, like that gives me like, oh wow, like it's an inclusive brand. So it's not,
Mhm.
a brand that's about skinny bodies. It's about a brand that cares about your body and mine. And it's like,
Yeah.
let's not be conscious about it. Let's be confident and let's own it. So like I love that. So I think I'm gonna copy and paste it and
Yeah,
add
let's do
that as
it.
our tagline.
We have a great suggestion from Wade in the chat, who's
Yes.
wondering how would that lockup look like if we flip the W and the M? Like use the
Oh.
M for the W
Mhm.
and just like see how that looks like. If we have time, maybe we can incorporate
Yeah.
that and see how it looks. That is a cool idea. It's almost similar, but not really. I think for the W,
So,
the
mhm.
glyph has been created in a
Oh.
way in the font that looks
Mhm.
like it's slanted more towards it on an angle.
Yeah, I think so. So
Yeah.
was it replacing the W with
Flipping
the
the
M?
M. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
flipping and then
Flipping the you're doing it.
like
Ooh.
that. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's
Interesting.
like uniform, but then it's like you can tell like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So this
Yeah.
is the original W. This is our, oh, okay.
Okay. Now we're talking. I feel like this brings me to like this makes my brain think about like patterns as well. So maybe one of
Yes.
the special branded orange swimwear, beachwear or whatever
Mm-hmm.
we're creating could have like the W and the M pattern on it, which could
Ooh.
be like a monogram. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That could be one too. I
Yeah,
love
love
that.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Wade.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. Where was I? I got a little sidetracked and distracted. That was great. Tagline. Let's go. Okay. Let me copy and paste. Okay. Here we go. And I love how that looks. So I'm gonna pop it right on somewhere on the top. Let me group up with this first. And then let's make sure we align it. Maybe
Okay.
that's a little too big.
Yeah.
So align it again. I think I like that. Or let's bring it a little bit down. Something like that. So then now that like when you see the whole logo, it's like, okay, it's a swimwear brand and it's for bodies, yours and mine. So it's like, oh, what does that mean? And then it makes you like want to learn more about it, click into it, and then like check out the whole brand. I hope so.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, you bring up a great point of like looking back to the brief as well. Wade in
Mm,
chat also says that it's nice reminder to go back to like the
yeah.
mood board and the
Yeah,
design brief
exactly.
and go back and see if you're actually doing what you intended to.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes, like, like design, we're trying to
Yeah.
solve problems
Yeah.
and solutions and everything. And like most importantly is like remembering like who your target audience is, because sometimes it's
Mhm.
like we're creating this product, this services for our audience. This is us trying to help you guys or whoever our
Yeah.
audience is. So it's like trying to get ourselves to remind that, and then adding those aspects into our design, like it creates a much more strategic logo design, everything where it's like, this is for you guys,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
um, Lovely. Okay, I think that looks really good, and I love that idea too. Honestly, I think I would go ahead with that. If I
Yeah.
didn't, I actually did save this version into my libraries already, so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go ahead with this one for
Oh,
now.
of course.
But
Yeah. And I think,
I do love this one though. That's
yeah,
like,
if like you could bring down the anchor points of the W in the center, it could read better as a W. I think it needs
mm,
some kind of work there still with like some iterations, but we don't have to get into that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Usually like little, like tiny little details,
Yeah.
but for now, for
Yeah.
now,
For now, we're good. For
for
now, we're
now.
good.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
gonna say this is gonna be our primary logo. We're gonna have this as a secondary. And then so
Hmm.
usually I would, continue on with all the logos. So do the logo marks and then do like patterns, maybe other brand elements. And then after all of that, that's when I go into color palette. How can we
Yeah.
introduce some fun into it? So how I get my colors, I love, here we go. Color.adobe.com. Like they have an
Mhm.
amazing tools that you can create your color palette from. All you have to do, sometimes it's just drag and see like what kind of colors you like. And
Yeah.
then there's all of these harmony rules. I love them. So that's how I created my palette for Orange Swim through there. But I'm going to show
Okay.
you where it is. So for the time being, I have
Okay.
all of my brand
Whoa, that
right over
is
here.
insane. I did not expect those lockups, but those look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love the colors.
Yeah, so I'm going to briefly go over it. So we have the primary logo that we just did, and then we have the
Hmm.
secondary logo. We have a horizontal one. This is a
Hmm.
submark logo, and then we have a brand mark. And then these are little different like brand elements. So I kind of made them like kind of like a sticker feel
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
So it's like all shapes and sizes for bodies, yours, and mine. So all of these can be used for, packaging design or social media graphics, or even on your website and make the animation motion. Like I think that would be, pretty fun. So I
Yeah.
love like adding these little elements to a brand, because why not?
Yeah. And I also feel like I'm just like thinking about use cases for everything you're
Mm,
designing. So like the
yeah.
packaging could have this as like, how there's this paper thing in which the
Tissue
things are
paper?
packaged.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
tissue
tissue
paper.
paper thing, and then you could just like put that sticker on top. Would be like
Exactly.
a branded element product placement
Yes, yes, yes.
strategy wise would be good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
love
great.
that.
So I love those like
We
little
should make this
elements, and
brand. I'm on board.
I hope so too. I not gonna lie, I actually do have a mailer box that I already created, and I literally
Yeah.
have it right here.
Okay.
And like every time I look at it, it like gives me like, give me a second. Like right here. I
I
literally
love
have
this.
the whole
Oh
mailer box
wow,
right
look
here.
at that. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I
So
love
it's
seeing
my baby.
actual
It's literally
products.
my
Yeah.
baby.
Okay. Yeah, you've thought about this. I love it. Everyone in
Yeah.
chat is actually loving it. Wade saying
Oh, thank
nice,
you.
Melissa saying so organized, love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yay. I am so glad. Okay, awesome. So yeah, all of the logos right here. And then this is the color palette. So after usually like I'm done with all of this, I will go
Mhm.
into my libraries. One of my favorite feature with Adobe Express Beta right now is that like you can literally access all your files as long as, or like your assets, as long as you upload them in your library. So like this is
Yeah.
exactly what I do now without, like before we have to export PNG logos, JPEGs or whatever, and then you have to upload it into a different program, software, whatever it is, like it does TikTok, but now as long as you drag and drop it into your libraries and then go to Adobe Express Beta, click refresh on the page, and bam, like it is all there without, I have to export and then like upload. Like it takes away that time. So it does expedite your workflow a lot more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love it.
I
So
love that.
this is where it is. So I created already a new library. So it's going to be in
Mhm.
here. And then I just kind of organized it, with the color palette, the logos, all of them are in here right now. So later on, I'll show you on Adobe Express Beta where we can access it. But like I said,
Just as
after you
a
refresh the page, it's there.
yeah. Sorry, I just wanted for the viewers who've never created a library before, how would they go about creating a new
Oh,
library? And maybe we
yes.
can demonstrate like adding one lockup.
Yeah,
So if someone has never made it, they
absolutely.
can, yeah, let's do
Absolutely.
it.
So it's just going to be on your panel, wherever your libraries are. You can go through
Hmm.
the preferences and go grab libraries. So
Yeah.
let's go back outside. So it's
Hmm.
going to be right here. Create new library, create, and
Yeah.
then let's say orange swim. Let's do number 2. And then
Yeah.
create. And then this is your library. So all you have to do, so say we want to do a color palette first. So let's
Mhm.
do the green color. Right here, we have a plus sign, fill color. And then here's your colors. And then if you want to, be a little bit more organized. So this is where the folder is. So let's do a color palette. Lovely. And
Yeah.
I believe that is inside. Yes, that is
It
inside
is.
already.
Yeah.
So same thing right here. Oh, and then we could just drag and drop it inside our color palette. So that is how we do colors. And then say, let's do another folder for primary
Hmm.
logo. All right. Oh, and then this one actually got inside color palette. So let's move that outside. There we go.
Yeah.
And let's grab this one, drag and drop the element. And then here we are. And then same
Voila,
thing.
we did it.
We could
Yay.
just continue drag and drop.
Yeah.
And drag and drop. And then you could create multiple folders so that you can stay organized. So then that will all reflect on Adobe Express beta as well.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. All right. Love to see it.
Awesome. Okay, lovely. So that is usually what do I do? Create the libraries right there so that later on when I do work on Express, then it's very easy for me to access all of these assets.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you for showcasing that. Let's
Of
do it.
course.
We're just a little time check for you. We are
Mhm.
about 21 minutes into the stream, so we roughly have about 30 more minutes to go. A friendly reminder for anyone who's just joining us, we have Amy Chan today, our guest, who's showcasing how to create a brand identity in Adobe Illustrator using libraries and then bringing that to Adobe Express. And we're just in the thick and thin of it now. We're 20 minutes in. We're just getting to the fun part.
Yeah. So this is, after designing the brand identity, I usually would design some launch graphics for my clients because, like it's time to launch a brand and it's like, oh, but how should I announce my launch? So usually I would create these little graphics, either Instagram stories or Instagram posts, carousels, whatever the format is. I'll create a few of them for them so that when they're ready to launch, they're all set to go. So right now, I'll just briefly show like how I can create an Instagram story graphic. So these are some of the stock images that I found and I think like, oh, it really fits the vibe. So let's grab this one. And then these are already sized as Instagram stories. So 1080 by 1920. There we go.
Yeah, we did it.
There we go. Okay, lovely. And then let me just make a clipping mask.
I love how those stock images also have like kind of the same vibe as your brand colors.
Exactly. So that's why like when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is it. This is exactly it. We need it.
Yeah, I think brand imagery is really important in like really reiterating what the brand values are. So I feel like this is doing such a great job in like showcasing that, especially with the slogan and like the inclusivity. Love it.
Lovely. So I'm gonna pop in this little paragraph and then let me make this bigger. So my font is gonna be normal needed. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but yes. Then let's pop you up a little bit. Have a white color. Lovely. So let's take a look at those. Okay. A little bit bigger.
Getting somewhere now.
Getting somewhere. Okay, there we go. We're in the middle. Okay, lovely. So this is where we can go to our libraries and maybe like add a little bit element. I'm gonna go back to my original one. Let's do brand elements and let's pop in this little circle. Oh, so how you can bring it over is drag the artwork and then that's it like that. And then there you go. It populates.
Love it. Yeah.
Yay. And
there is such a simple way to explain the workflow. I love that you could do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the text and then let's do like www.orangeswim.com.
I hope you've bought that domain. Someone else is
Oh,
gonna buy it.
oh my God, I wish. They'd be like, it's me. Do you want me to design it for you?
Orangenswim.com. Yeah. All the
Yay.
Adobe Live watchers are probably just like on hover right now. Trying to find the domain. I'm kidding. That is pretty cool. I like the type hierarchy there as well.
Yay. So glad. So let's do this one. And then I was thinking a little bit smaller, but that's fine. And then I was thinking I want this element right here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's like a different lockup there.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Let's make sure we align you. Group it. I think need a little bit more down. Just a little bit. And let's align everything, making sure. There we go. I think that is good.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. So like as one of a story template, as you can click, you'll be like, oh, Orange Swim. And then it's like made for you and like what it is, what they do. And then a little like website link, like hello, and then click.
Yeah. A little call to action, always necessary.
So that is one of like an Instagram story graphic. So let's see. As for timing wise, I already have created a few others. Let's see how I can move my box right here and access it. So here we are. So here is a few others that I've created. And then so let's see how I can translate these graphics into Adobe Express Beta is usually, so from here, this is usually like my crazy artboard, like all the designs, all the logos, everything, it gets too crazy, right? So usually I will go into, file, new, hit a new file, make sure it's like 1080 by 1920, remember? And then create. And then we don't need to create right now, so let me cancel that. And then just, copy and paste my designs over here. So making sure like everything in this file is clean, organized. It's just going to be 1, 2, and 3 artboard. And then, so after that, I'll do a file and make sure I save it into my desktop. So I already have, so save as, and then just save it as an AI file. And then now we go to Adobe Express Beta.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Let's do it. Okay, so let me grab Beta right here. Okay. Lovely. So I love this part. So it's like start from your content, click it, and then you can click on your AI file and then it will populate.
I love that.
Of course, it does, take some time, but in the meantime, we already have it right here. To save some time.
I love that you're so prepared and organized. I love it. I love to see it.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
So here we are. So look at that. So we have page 1. This is the first one that we created. And then here's another one that I have created. So like anytime you want to, edit your text, you can still do so right here.
Wait, so it just added all the artboard as pages when you imported it?
Yes, it does. Yes,
oh, that is cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So like even all of these images, like right now it's like grouped, but we can ungroup it. We can honestly like drag and drop it, delete it. We can change another image. Like we can do all kinds of stuff. So it's like
pretty cool.
Mind blowing.
Yeah. I wonder how it interacts with like different sized artboards. Would it still be able to create the same pages?
That I actually haven't. Like, are you saying?
Like, say one is 1080 by 1920 and the second artboard is 1080 by 1080.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Right. Like, I actually haven't tried that out yet.
I also haven't tried that. Yeah. What? But like, this is for the viewers to try, I guess.
Yes. I'm definitely going to try it after this.
But I'm also going to try it after this.
Because that would be really cool. It's like, I don't even have to resize it over here. But if you ever need to, resize option is right over here too. But yay. So this is the second graphic. And then we have the third graphic. So like these are little elements. And then this is the text. So if you ever want to, change the fill, the font, whatever it is, it's all right here. It's amazing. So I love it. And then the next thing that I love doing for graphics, let me Oop, move you a little bit up here. Okay, let's go back to the first one and let's bring it into life a little bit at least. So sometimes like when you're on Instagram and you see a story, you're like, oh, like that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
what gets it even more engaging to the audience is like there's some animation, there's some motion, and then it gives them the, oh wow, that effect. And this is where it happens. This is the magic. So say like this one, I want an animation. Oh, I guess
Okay.
there is an animation already. So let's take that out and bungee. Say like, I want bungee. And
Yeah.
then let's see, duration, maybe a little bit longer. There you go. I think that looks pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That looks cool. And then for the next one, because I don't want anything too crazy. So like, I love just grabbing like different like brand elements and seeing what we can do. So I guess it already pre-programmed an animation or it was there. So let's remove all animation first and then show how we do so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right here, artboard, let's click on a brand element and then it automatically like on the bottom, it shows animation, none. So you can just click on it. So you have different options. You want it in, looping and out. Let's try maybe looping this time.
Okay.
And then let's do. So as you can see, like it's bobbing a little bit. I think that's pretty cute. That one's pretty cute too. So sometimes like I spend so much time looking at different animations. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not both? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like that looks fun. Like it goes to your eyes and you're like, oh, what is that? So it's like, oh wow.
I think it's also important to like with these presets, it's also important to see like if it's not taking too much away from the design itself.
Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit, bit extra. So like, I
Yeah.
think that's subtle enough. Like, okay, let's do a breathe. So we can do that. So as you can see, oh, and then there's one that like slides right in. So I think it's just a little bit more fun,
Yeah.
And then for the next one, let's see what we have. I guess we have an animation already. Let's try out. So we could do like a drift. Oh, okay. I like that too. Why not? So
cool.
that's how you like bring a little animation, breathe a little life into your graphics. That I love. And like a lot of my clients love because it's like, oh, it's fun. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's see so I have 3 right here, but I do want to show how I do create additional graphics on Adobe Express. Cause sometimes it's like, there's so much inspiration and so much design that I want to do, but sometimes it's like for your brand or for this specific brand, it's like, what should I do? And then, like I get so creative block. It's like, oh my God, there's so many ideas, but I don't know what to do. So this is where I love coming into Adobe Express because like, let's go to templates. And this is where like they already have so many templates designed by so many amazing designers already. So sometimes it's like, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Of course, like, let's make sure this is on brand for us, but like, hey, let's check out what they have and then take some inspo and then let's go for it, So that's what I love with Adobe Express too. So let's see, let's do one more on Adobe Express using their templates and then let's check view all. So let's scroll a little bit and see what I like. Ooh, this one popped out to me. Oh, and look at that animation.
I do like the animation. I like the gradient changes.
Yeah,
exactly. Do you think you ever like look for specific keywords when you're searching, or do you just like go through all the templates that are available?
It really depends. Sometimes I'm very specific in where it's like, oh, I just want it to be like a swimsuit graphic or something like that. And that's where I would type in like swimsuit and see anything that pops up. But sometimes if I'm like, you know what, let's bring in anything and everything. Let's not limit myself. Then I'll like search through this. And this is where it's like, oh, summer drop. Like I can do that for this brand, like summer drop swimsuit. Let's check it out.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. So let's
has a very summery vibe and also the colors, the gradients.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, okay. All right, let's change the image. So we can do media. We have so many amazing free media, Adobe stock. So this is where I'll search swimsuit, which I already had before. And then let's do a little scroll and see what I like. I think actually I really like this one. This one's like the swimsuits are very simple and there's 2 different versions. So I love that. Let's drag and drop it and ta-da.
Oh, that is cool. You can just replace the image.
Yeah. And then like it reframes it for you, the sizing, everything. You don't have to do all of that yourself. So it's like, oh my God. let's see. So now like the words is like taking away on their faces. I don't like that. So let's put it maybe like down here. I think I kind of like that. So let's make sure it's on my brand. Oh, one thing I forgot to show is
I was
when we
gonna point
go
out, like, how do we go to brands? Yeah,
how do I go about my brand fonts and my colors and everything? So
yeah.
if you click down here, it will automatically pop up your brand right here. And then here's my header and here's my paragraph font. But how do we get there? So
Yeah.
this is where usually you will go back. Oh, I'm going to open beta. All right. Okay, let's go back to the
I
beta
love that
page.
we're on the same wavelength and just like pumping out ideas. I love it.
Yeah. So usually how that goes about is right here, your stuff. So right here, we have many, many folders, and then these are all, my files that I've worked at. So
Yeah.
this is where, it populates, but brands. So we got brands right here and then libraries right here. So libraries was the one. Nope, this is different. I got confused, but let's go back to brands first, and then I'll show where the library is. But brands right here, files, brands. Oh, where's my brand?
Oh, did we just delete the brand by accident?
Did I? Oh no. I remember just seeing it too.
I saw it too. I saw it too.
But it's okay. That is fine. We can
I guess
redo
it's
it.
like we're just live, and that's why this is happening.
Yeah, sometimes but then it'll usually come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very easy. Create a new brand. This is where you can upload all your logos and then upload your colors. And then this is your fonts, graphics, and then templates. So usually after I create like the social media template that I was working on right now, this is where I'll save the template right here. And then after all of this is done, and when I'm like, okay, I think we're good and set, we can share it to our client. This is where you can go share.
Okay.
So invite people, you put in the email address, and then bam, your client is all set with this whole brand. And then they can get access to the whole template. And then if they need to edit anything, create anything, they can do so right here on Adobe Express Beta. So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Oh, here we go. Oh, isn't that the one you just created?
I feel like it should be right here.
Well, I guess we're still in beta, so there's like constant development in all the features. So it might just be like a temporary bug situation.
Yeah.
Where it would be fixed like with a couple of refreshes or like cache refresh.
Yeah, I think so.
But I guess it was meant to be. We were supposed to showcase how to create a brand.
Exactly. So it's okay. I think it's still available right here. See,
it is.
See, it's right here. So
it's a bug. Yeah.
we're good. Everything's
we're good.
So yeah, that's usually how you would create your brand inside Adobe Express. And then this is where like when you have to use your brand fonts, then all you have to click is right here, and then it'll populate right here. And then even for colors, it's the same thing. So like say the fill, I want it to be different. Click on the fill color. And then right here, Orange Swim brand. These are all my color palette colors. Ta-da. So you can like click on any one of them.
I love it. Can you also access your libraries from within a project? I think you can from your stuff.
Yes, you can. Your stuff. Brands and libraries right here. Oh, and then they're loading right now, but it is all right here.
Yeah.
And then here's the colors too. And then here's the fonts and all
these
my
were so okay. So were these all the things that you added in the Illustrator library panel? Okay.
Yes. So
just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
Over here. So all of this right here is exactly all of this right here. Just takes a little time to load, but a couple of refreshes and it'll all be right there.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know.
So lovely. And then there's my files. If you ever want to access the old files that you were working on, they're all right here too.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah.
So if we
such a great addition to that.
It really is. It makes your workflow so much faster.
Yeah.
Right. I think, okay, summer job, it looks good. And then let's just make sure we change it to our brand font. So let's do this one. Oh.
Yeah, it's thinking. Did we do it? I think so. Maybe.
There we go.
Okay.
Maybe this one, the bold one. Yeah, more bold. Okay. Lovely. That looks great. And then let's take a look with the animation. Ooh, these are not our fonts, even though I love them. So let's grab all of them. Then let's change to my font. So format. Oh, I like how that looks.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that might be a little intense right there. So let's take down a notch of the opacity, maybe like that.
Yeah.
And oh, you know what's great? I think this would be really nice if I add a rectangle background into the back to make it look like a Polaroid image. I think
That's
that
pretty
would look
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
You can even add like overlays and stuff, which I really like.
Yeah,
Like if you think the legibility is becoming an issue with like the
exactly.
text and stuff, you could
Exactly.
just put in a black rectangle. Use it as a
Yeah, let's
fix.
do this cream color and then let's put the layer in the bottom. There we go. And then let's just make sure we make it look right. Maybe still a little hard to see. So maybe let's do white. I like white. Just a little bit right there to make it look like a Polaroid. I think.
Yeah.
I think that looks. Oh, let's start from the beginning.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can we change the colors of the gradient? Is that something?
That one, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, I have to go all the way back. And then here you go.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, this one is actually added as a video.
Oh, maybe we can replace the video.
Yeah, let's try
Or can we add like duotone effects or something? Sorry, I'm just like so fascinated by all this. Yeah, we can maybe add an effect to it.
Yeah, let's try it. Effects. So we have none right now. Oh, we could do grayscale, darken. Darken's a little bit up. So it does pop a little bit more with like our graphic. I do kind of like that. And then let's see what else is here. So I have to go back, click on it. There we go.
Yeah.
So let's see. We have a darken effect right now. Dual tone. Let's try it. Oh, wow.
I actually like that. It's kind of like on brand with the colors.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. This is so fun. I love it. Oh, even this one.
I feel like we can do this for the rest of the stream.
Absolutely. Oh, this is wow. See, like I love like playing too. Like there's so many new effects right now where I'm like, wow, what is all of this? And then there's different adjustments. Oh, animation too. So I guess like we could do a little bit more, but I think that's a little too much with the wording.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that we can play with it. I absolutely love it.
I do love that.
I think that looks great. So lovely. And then one big thing too that I really love, I can't remember if I talked about it, but yes, as I was saying, like after you create all your graphics and everything on Adobe Express beta, and then I start sharing it to my client, then they will receive the invite, they'll get on beta, you know, they look at all of these graphics and it'll be like, oh my God, that looks amazing. But then they would want to comment on it saying like, oh, maybe we want to change the wording on this, or, oh, let's change the graphic on this, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How do we comment? So it's going to be right here. This is a new feature on Adobe Express that I absolutely love. I guess I was trying it out earlier too, so you can see these are my little font, my little comments. But how you do so is very similar to how it was on Adobe XD prior. So you would place a pin, click on it, and you could place it anywhere. Say like right here.
Yeah.
Add your comment, change image, and then submit. And then myself can see it and my client can see it now, like seeing like, oh, who wrote that? And then you can actually reply saying like, oh, okay, no problem. I'll change the image, da, 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 da. And like, look at that. Isn't that so great that you can like comment on your work and collaborate together?
Oh, how would you share this with a client? I think I missed that.
Step. Yes, no problem. So if you want to just share like this template right here, you can like click it right here too, share, invite collaborator, and then just add their email address. And then earlier I showed, let's go back to Bade.
And just a question from chat over on YouTube where Sandy says, is Adobe Express free for clients? Would they have to log in? How does that work to share?
Yes. So Adobe Express is free for clients. You know, if there is a free version and then there is a pro version, but a lot of times, like for my clients, like the free version is more than enough for them because there's so many templates and fonts and everything in the arsenal that if they want to go a little bit more pro, they can go so. But for them, like the free version is great. So all they have to do is sign up and create an account. And then after that, that's it. That's literally it.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. That was a great question, Sandy. Keep them coming. We have about I want to say 12-ish minutes left in the stream. So last 12 minutes to ask Amy all her questions.
Yeah. So I'm going to show once again how we can share it to our clients. So like this
Mhm.
is where we share directly like our template. And then
Yeah.
if we want to do your brand again, once again, like say we finish all of our brand. Oh, let's go back
Oh, I
to
don't know why
most
it's
of.
doing that.
Usually it's there.
You might want to bring your browser window up a little.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Right
No
here.
worries.
There you go.
Yeah.
So after we upload everything looks great. And then
Mhm.
I would add that template into here, save Adobe Express files as templates. Everything is here. This is where you would add the client also, invite, and then email. And then so now they have all the graphics, all the fonts, everything in the arsenal, including the template. So you can do both ways.
Can we click on the template button there
Yes.
just to see what happens?
Oh yeah, if you click on it,
Okay.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's grab this one and then template name,
Yeah.
orange. Ooh, not spelling, it's okay, no worries. Orange swim, save to brand, orange swim, correct, and save. And creating the template in the background. But yeah,
Love
this is
that.
where it would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. I did not know that you could add templates now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can be okay. So is it like kind of like remixable templates then that we have in the current? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lara in the chat has a great question here.
Uh-huh.
Lara says, any templates that we upload, can we place them on Adobe stock? How does that work? I'm not sure what they mean, but if you, Laura, let us know in the chat if you mean like using stock imagery or videos. If that's the case, then yes, Amy just showcased that a few minutes ago. So that's cool. Yeah. I don't know if you can upload your own templates via Adobe Stock directly from Adobe Express, but you can, if you are a stock contributor, you can upload graphics that you make.
Yes.
Yeah. But I feel like since this is a very specific brand, you might not want to do that for your brand. Just in case, just an FYI. I love it. Okay, we're creating in the background. All right. I love the direction of this. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a while. Sorry about that. Okay. I feel like with the web app also, this process is like way too seamless as well. So yeah, it's okay to take time sometimes.
Yeah, it's okay. And a lot of times like my clients really love it because there's a lot of functionalities now that is available on Adobe Express Beta. So prior to it, video format was not available, but right now it is, and especially with how the social media content and content creating world is, everything is very, there's an issue. Usually it works. But yes, with video creating, like everyone wants to create, reels or small videos and anything like that. Like this is so great on Adobe Express Beta to be able to do that now. And then they can easily edit the videos however they like it. So it's just like, chef's kiss.
Yeah, I understand that. All right. It looks like we have an error here. There was an issue. Okay, I guess it's like some of these features are still under development, so that might be the case. Maybe we can try once again. If not, we can move forward with what we're doing next. That's fine. Melissa in the chat has a question. Melissa asks, do you tell your clients to make duplicates of the work you share to avoid double editing, or how does that work?
Yeah, I usually do tell them in the beginning, like do duplicate the template that I created for you, just in case like, you do anything and you're like, oh, I want to go back, then there it is. And of course, like I will have a version of myself, the template that I created for them just as a backup. But, sometimes like telling clients like, hey, just remember to duplicate it, then they'll do it. And then it'll be, so it lessens the back and forth.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Looks like this might take a while. Do we want to like move to the project itself? Maybe do like talk video. I think we can add like video and audio as well. So maybe we can demonstrate that in the last few minutes here.
See what we have. So let's say video. I was thinking actually prior to this one, I wanted to add another video instead of a gradient. I was thinking, okay, let's go to media and video, and then yes, you can do your own upload video or audio. So I think that's amazing. And look, there's even songs here. So when you want to create reels, this is where you go. So let's see.
And is this all stock video and stock audio? Okay.
Yes, it is. So let's say we want to do an ocean view. And I think that looks really pretty. Let's try putting that in the background and make sure like it looks like that, so that it'll completely take over the background. And oh, I think it's because we had a dual tone. So let's do none first.
Yeah.
Let's try taking that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like that looks pretty nice to have
That
like the
looks
little
like
like
a
the
good,
wave in the background. So it's
yeah,
like that
nice
looks
beach
cool.
vibes.
Yeah. And then let's see. Let's go for audio. I don't know if it like if you guys can hear it, but yeah, usually this is where you would play the audio, and then this
Maybe
is
you
where you can
turn down the volume a little bit. Might be too loud for the audience. Perhaps from like the volume bar there on
right
the top.
here.
Yeah,
You
there,
are right.
yeah.
You are right. Let me turn my stuff back up. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's try like that.
Let's play.
Hmm.
Oh, we can't hear it for now. That's fine.
Oh no, but okay, yeah. So
Oh,
usually
that's
like
fine.
this
Yeah.
is how it works. And then you can play around with it. You can add a scene, and then you can also cut. So say like 8 seconds are too long, then you can cut it to like trim it to 5 seconds, however you want it. There's a lot to play with.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
timeline. Yeah, I did like a voiceover thing for this as well, which is
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yes.
Oh, you can do voiceover.
And then after all of these, like usually what's also really great is that say you want to publish a post, then you would, I believe reels are not available just yet, but for like say a static post or a carousel post, you can do so right here. So actually you will click share and
I think we are in video.
Yes, because we're in video.
Yeah.
But usually let's see if we I think because all of these are videos.
I think we can do it from the file that you imported, which is still static, right? A copy of the file.
Yes, I think because it has all animation. So when it has animations, it sees it as a video.
Yeah, maybe we can use like the project that you just imported while we're live.
Okay.
That might have no animation. Maybe we can do that. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, let's go back to home. I think this one. Could be one.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Oh, I think this is it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's try.
Background. Let's share. Perfect.
There we go. Okay.
So you will hit right here, schedule post, and then these are all the different social media ones. But right here, super easy, schedule, or you could publish now. Select a channel. So you will connect your channels and then add your caption. You can hit a preview, and then it will actually preview on how it will look like. And then you'll be like, okay, I think that looks great. Then you could quickly schedule it, or you can save it as a draft too when you're not ready to when you're not finished or you're not ready to publish it just yet. It's just an idea. So yeah, my clients love that too, because it's like inside here, there's another scheduling system for them that they don't have to go outside to go like back and forth. This is literally like, okay, I think this is it. Okay, schedule, done.
Yeah. So. I love that. Yeah, we have about 4 minutes left in the stream, but I'm going to say thank you. Can we do like a quick recap of what we covered today from Illustrator to Express, and then we wrap up?
Yes. So today I kind of showed how I designed a brand identity on Adobe Illustrator. So I'm going to go back right here, grab my file. Okay. So I would create a brand identity, and then in Adobe Illustrator, after having all my brand assets, that's when I will upload them into my Creative Cloud library so that I can access it in Adobe Express beta. And then in here, I will also create some Instagram story graphics. I love creating it on Illustrator and also on Adobe Express because it gives me the freedom on both different platforms to create different graphics and stuff. And then I will upload it into Adobe Express. Straight through their share right here. Go to home. And then right here, start from your content. This is where you can upload, as you can see right here, PDF files, Photoshop files, and also Illustrator files. So from there, you can just upload it straight away and then takes a little time to upload, but that's okay because everything will populate for you. And then if you need to edit any of your content, you can do so right there. Stock, fonts, videos, audios, all is in your arsenal. And then you can quickly share that to your client. And then you can also do a collaboration by commenting on the graphics as well. So yeah.
That was such a great recap, and thank you so much for the last 1 hour of demonstrating Illustrator to Express.
Absolutely.
I thoroughly enjoyed the workflow of you creating the brand and bringing it into Express, adding animation, all of it. Where can people reach you if they want to reach out to you?
Yes, on Instagram. So my Instagram is Those Moments Design Co. That's usually where I'm most active, and also on my website. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have all the links in chat, both on YouTube and Behance. So if you guys are watching this on replay, make sure to click those links, give Amy a follow, and give Adobe Live a subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. And leave us in comments if you have any questions. We thoroughly look through the comments from time to time, so maybe we can answer your questions in the replay. But thank you so much, Amy, for joining us today. Thank you, folks, for joining Adobe Live. Stick around for more Adobe Live programming. I think we have Andrew and Nick coming up. So stay tuned for another amazing Office Hours episode coming up next shortly here on Adobe Live. But thanks all and have a great day.
Thank you so much. Bye.